Next, sugar. So cancer grows quickly. Remember, and just like I always tell people, they're like, sugar does something with cancer? And I say, think about it. If I give you a bunch of sugar, does your butt grow? Yeah. Do your breasts grow? Yeah. Does your belly grow? You get little love handles? Yeah. I'm like, well, cancer cells like food too, and they grow too. Everything, all your cells like sugar. It'll change the rate of everything. So does sugar create cancer? People are like, oh, sugar's bad for you. I'm like, sugar does not create cancer. It's food though. And so if you were eating, like, you're supposed to eat less than a tablespoon. Let's say less than a tablespoon of sugar a day. So it doesn't matter if you're eating sugar or honey or what you're doing. If you're doing less than a tablespoon a day and that's what your body is designed to do, then you're just providing enough sugar to do normal metabolic things. That's great. But let's say you decide that you want to have 5 tablespoons of sugar a day. Well, lots of things go wrong because your body's not equipped for 5 tablespoons of sugar. Might you increase your risk of cancer? Yes, not because sugar creates the cancer, but because you've now just challenged your body to do something it's not supposed to be doing. So I was like, so once you start out wrong, off on the wrong foot like that, you're just on the wrong foot. So then people get all, oh, I'm eating this kind of sugar, but not that kind of sugar, and then this kind of sugar. And I'm like, well, but how much of that kind of thing? No matter how good it is, you're still giving your body more than it's equipped to do. Don't do that.
Okay, and I see down here it says there's no evidence that follows sugar-free diets. Diet lowers the risk of cancer.
Because when people are on a sugar-free diet, they might be using Splenda, they might be using saccharin. So some people say, I'm sugar-free, but then what did you do?
So all of that counts.
Yes. You want to make sure
Okay.
Whatever your body is equipped to do, and we're not all equipped to do the same thing. A diabetic doesn't get as much sugar as a normal person. A young person, we have this arbitrary 1 or 2 tablespoon a day limit, but really, can you eat 1 or 2 tablespoons if you're a diabetic? No. Your pancreas does not work. You do not get that. So we all, in reality, have different limits. A younger person who's thin might be able to have 3 tablespoons of sugar safely, whereas when you turn 50, you've been using all your organs for 50 years and now you don't have the same situation. So sugar is one of those things.
Sugar and cancer.
Yeah. Sugar, it grows it. I will just, for sure, it grows every cell. Every single cell that's trying to divide and live is using sugar as a source. We are humans, and that's why we crave it. It's our body's way of making sure we go find something to make sure we stay alive. But at some point, it becomes a problem because you are not designed to have 10 pieces of cake every day. Nobody's body can handle that. When you're young, you get away with it. Then you get older, and now you're just feeding the wrong thing. Too much sugar impairs your immune system. We know that. The normal amount, you work normal. Too much, not normal. And sugar-free diets, it's hard to do a study because people start doing sugar subs and then you don't know, that has its own risk. So that's why you won't find evidence that a sugar-free diet works, because now what'd they do?
There was a question on the list about Diet Coke, NutraSweet.
Yeah, no. And they keep having studies that suggest that they increase your risk of cancer, but I don't know. I'm sure anything in moderation won't hurt you, but if somebody really had a saccharin issue and used a ton of it, but I don't recommend that people do sugar-free stuff unless it's stevia or xylitol. Like we talked about the last.
Oh, that's right.
Those are 2 things that have not at all been linked to cancer. Some of the other ones have been linked, but aren't like for sure. And then, like I said, the total amount of sugar. So you have to, every single thing you sweeten things with, you really have to look. Yakan syrup is not associated with an elevated risk of cancer, nor is xylitol, nor is stevia. And sugar, like if you had sugar cane growing in your backyard and you used it, even that doesn't necessarily, nothing about it provokes cancer. Just having too much sugar will grow something. And you don't want it to grow faster than you can kill it. So, or you can do all these great vitamins and everything, but if you're, feeding it sugar all day long, can your vitamins catch up with that? Now it's a race, and you don't want that race.